Hi, Wondr Health. We would like to thank the judges for taking the time to evaluate our work and for the opportunity to continue the conversation. Our advisor for the digital marketing competition was Riley Holbrook. My name is Claire Quirin, and throughout the duration of this campaign, I've gained confidence.
My name is Hunter Bachman, and throughout the duration of this campaign, I gained growth mindset.
My name is Peyton Peltema, and throughout the duration of this campaign, I have gained creativity. We want to increase brand awareness of Wondr Health among millennials and men by 15% within 12 months. This can be completed by demonstrating to other millennials and men that members of their gender and generation are benefiting from the Wondr program as well. From our primary research, we distributed a survey through both social media and by word of mouth to our target audience. After receiving these answers, we conducted 2 focus groups to determine areas of focus before moving forward to secondary research. Our key findings are that millennials want to look and feel good. They are influenced mostly through Facebook and Instagram, and that is why the Wondr Health strategy must emphasize on the boosted quality of life that results from the Wondr program.
After conducting primary research, we made a social media audit. We acknowledge that Wondr Health is going through the process of rebranding right now, but we believe these points were still important to bring up. Throughout all of Wondr Health's social media platforms, there is brand cohesion. However, there are some discrepancies in the naming conventions of the brand on Facebook and on YouTube. We also noticed that Wondr Health posts every few days and in the morning. However, there is the opportunity for Wondr Health to use the story and highlight option on Instagram, opportunity to use hashtags on Twitter, and opportunity to use thumbnails on their video content on LinkedIn. We also noticed that Wondr Health has the opportunity to utilize TikTok as a social media platform. The strategy overview will include a collaboration of paid, shared, and owned media. This targets each level of the loyalty funnel and starts with gaining general brand awareness and then aims to reach loyalists of Wondr Health.
First, let's take a look at our paid tactics. Before we get into the budget and paid tactics, let's talk about interest. We found the top 4 millennial interests. It was gaming, beauty, music, and sports. What we would like to aim to for our target audience is that young professional just out of college, 23 to 35, male to female. They're in the market for a health program or a workout routine, and they want to improve their overall better themselves, whether it's mentally, physically, or professionally. Our $250,000 budget, here is the breakdown for it. We listened to your feedback and we included an ROI, projected ROI into each paid tactics slide. Talking about Google display ads first, consumers are 155% more likely to search for a brand and segment specific terms when exposed to a display ad. We want to be where our millennial audience is interest-wise. So we included a couple examples of blogs and websites like shape.com, ESPN, and Food Network. Google video ads or YouTube ads are 15 to 30 second in-stream to pre-roll ads. These videos should be highly engaging for our audience so we can redirect them or for them to learn more about Wondr Health. 54% of millennials log on to YouTube daily. Let's talk about Google Ads search. So we noticed that your competitors are marketing towards those awareness keywords like weight loss programs or diet plans. What we would suggest is more high intent and more intentional searchers, keywords. These should be keywords that encourage trial to Wondr Health, or they're curious about trying Wondr Health already.
Now we will move on to the paid ads for social media platforms, starting with Facebook and Instagram. 41% of marketers said Facebook gave them the best return on ad spend, so we believe these platforms are great for your campaign. Some of the advertising content for Facebook and Instagram can include a recipe book, but leaving out the last ingredient for Wondr Health participants to view only, and also including real members and employees through the usage of testimonials and interviews. On the right, we have 2 examples of Facebook and Instagram ads. Moving on to TikTok, 33% of TikTok ads with the highest view-through rate feature someone talking directly to the audience. Some of this advertising content can include in-feed advertisements with a call to action within the first 3 seconds to get that message out there. Additionally, to stay current with memes and the newest TikTok trends and sounds, which can be found on the TikTok Discover page. We've included an example on the right, an unboxing of the Wondr Health Welcome Kit.
We want to continue reaching out to those young professionals fresh out of college or a few years in their career. We would like them to capitalize on the B2B. How would we do that and what that would look like? It would be an employee sees a LinkedIn ad and then goes to their employer and suggests to the employer to enroll into the Wondr Health program for the entire company. For Tinder, we also heard your feedback on that, and this would be an ad on the app for that the user sees, and then they would swipe right on that ad and it would redirect them to the Wondr Health website or the app. 85% of users care about their appearance and image, so we want to encourage to be the best selves online and through dating apps. For podcasts, 54% of consumers are more likely to consider brands after they hear it advertised. This is because podcasts draw a loyal following and they're hearing these ads 2 to 3 times a week. With some ad content that would look like it would be our audio script example on the right side, and also some show examples like the model health show, Doctor's Kitchen, the Self-Love Fix. Again, we would like to expand into other areas of millennials' interest, but these are just suggestions. For Twitch, it's a similar approach. Very loyal following to Twitch streamers. Over a quarter of millennials are make up the Twitch audience, and 50% are American males. What this would look like, it would be a sponsored Twitch stream, or it could just simply be a logo at the bottom right of their screen or right below the webcam. This could lead to future opportunities for Wondr Health, and it should be transited over mobile platforms as well. We also included a list of influencers that you were curious about. These are just for health influencers. We really, again, like to suggest and expand into other areas of millennial interest.
Moving on to shared tactics. On Facebook and Instagram, 56% of millennials made a purchase after seeing an endorsement on the platforms. From our primary research as well as our secondary, we determined that these platforms are important for staying in contact with your target audience. This can be done by posting interactive stories like the one shown in the middle of the page, or by following popular trends similar to the Spotify Wrap displayed in the bottom right. Facebook groups should also be utilized to allow members a safe and moderated space to share tips, tricks, and more information. We shared information about some possible already created Facebook groups that'd be similar to what you'd be looking for. On TikTok, 39% of millennials use the platform, while 84% of video marketers say that TikTok has been effective in generating qualified leads. We believe that if Wondr Health creates a TikTok account and posts content that is casual and follows popular trends followed on the For You page, it will help generate better brand awareness. With over 200 million users on Twitter and 29.8% of those millennials using the platform, Twitter is a great platform to use humor and call to actions with your audience. Also, utilizing hashtags like the examples we provided below can better help you interact with your greater target audience. LinkedIn is used by a majority of men and has a high percentage of millennial users. By incorporating work-related content like meal prepping for the office, this will create relevant and shareable content for your followers to read and distribute to their own networks. 72% of people use YouTube to exercise, and a majority of their users are male. By targeting this platform with document series or recipe book series that coordinate with the posts on Facebook and Instagram, Wondr Health can further engage with large percentages of their own target audience. As the number1 music platform for discovery and recommendations, Spotify will allow Wondr Health to interact with their current members. A curated Spotify playlist can be made for beats per minute for runners in the program to use. These playlists can also be promoted on Wondr Health's social media. 69% of millennials said that stories are best told in audio formats. By creating podcasts for your members to listen to, you are creating a better relationship with your current members, as well as generating more awareness about your company and its program.
Now we will be moving on to owned media. For your email marketing strategy and newsletter, you can include some aspects of this campaign. For your newsletter, those should be kept short and simple. In those newsletters, you can embed blogs or Wondr stories of millennials and men. As for blogging, that should be kept to shareable content that can include a recipe book series or lifestyle improvement tips. Moving on to the website, we conducted a website audit and noticed that some of the contrast and colors did not pass an accessibility test found through WAVE, which is a web accessibility evaluation tool. With 10% of men worldwide having a form of color blindness, and that most common form being red-green, we advise Wondr Health to improve their website accessibility by removing the red color from all text and text blocks, and instead incorporate this brand element into design elements. The timeline for this campaign starts with phase 1. This is where we will gain a large reach to our target audience. The advertising and messaging will not necessarily be call to actions, but it will show how fun, strong, and confident the Wondr Health community is. After about 3 months in phase 1, we will move on to phase 2. We will start educating our target audience about the details and benefits one receives from becoming a Wondr Health member. These ads will include more call to action, such as learn more, hyperlinks to the website. Our target audience has been hearing about Wondr Health for about 6 months now, so now we want to build trust. The call to actions will sound more like become a member today or talk to your employer today. Then we will move on to phase 4. This is where we continue asking our target audience to become a member by providing social proof in the form of testimonials and reviews. We want to let people who are on the fence of signing up for the Wondr Health program know that people are becoming happy and healthy by being a Wondr Health member. We will form a cohort by starting this process at the beginning of the year and ending around December, as that is when people are looking to make their lifestyle changes. Now we will move on through the measurement and evaluation of the campaign. These should be measured throughout the entirety of the campaign to determine which platforms are most successful. So starting with measuring the brand and organic growth, you can take a look at social media analytics, website analytics, email analytics, Google analytics. When looking at branded searches, you can look at Google Trends. As for new members, tracking revenue growth and customer reputation, whether that be positive or negative. When measuring engagement, take a look at your click-through rate and relevance score. We also calculated that 416 members who purchased the individual program will lead to a positive ROI. It's important to not only measure or use analytics to judge the success of a campaign, but also to consider the impact on the business through evaluation. For our evaluation, we decided to do an in-depth evaluation using the AMEC standards, which include outputs, outtakes, outcomes, and impacts. These highlight varying levels of success based on the business model, so we mainly focused on impacts. For paid, that looks like an increase of 1,000 new Wondr Health members, an increased ROI and ROAS, increased positive customer reputation amongst the target audience, and an increased conversion rate. As for shared, those impacts look like identifying the most effective social media content and channels for increasing reputation and attracting new members. As for owned, those impacts look like an improved user experience on your website and utilizing more powerful tools for sales and for education. So in conclusion, we want you to understand who your target audience is, how they search online, and how they interact with digital media, along with staying in tune with your current members through shared and owned media. Thank you, Wondr Health, for listening to our presentation. We look forward to discussing this with you further, and we are excited to hear your questions and feedback.